Welcome back, Truth Seeker. What a day. So, how many times have we talked about the song, the renewed song of Moses and the Lamb? And we've read in Revelations how it says that no one was able to learn that song except the 144,000. If you're subscribed to this channel and you wonder why it is no one no one's showing up here, it's because the overwhelming majority of the people are never going to get this. They're never going to understand. I watched that movie Civil War the other day for the first time. And the whole time, well, through in the beginning of the movie, they keep saying things like they'll ask someone, well, where are you from? And someone will be like, well, where's your parents at? And the one lady said Colorado, and she said they're still pretending like none of this is going on while the whole eastern seaboard's done been bombed and people dead everywhere in the streets. The interstates are clogged with just cars abandoned, just like an apocalyptic movie scene. But they keep saying the people in the western half of the country, they're living like they, and I've been saying that the whole time. I've been saying that people in Chicago, if Indianapolis was getting bombed, people in Chicago and Milwaukee would just keep on working their 9 to 5 like nothing's happening. The world has become so brainwashed by the image of the beast. And there's not going to be, the word tells us, this is for the poor and the needy, the brokenhearted, the lonely, the outcast, the crushed in spirit, those who tremble over his word, which is going to be far and few between. There's only going to be a few of those people. Most people are going to laugh at this. Most people are going to show us the bottom of their Nikes and hightail it out of here because they don't want no part of it. They want to stay clocked in at that 9 to 5. They're hoping to get their retirement 401k in order. That's how they're getting their house in order. They're prepping and stuff like that. But they don't read the word where it tells us over and over again that riches, which is what prepping is, riches profit a man nata in the day of distress. Well, I got news for you. Take a look around. We're in the day of distress. There's only one thing you can do to escape it. And it ain't stocking food in your pantry. It's not building a bunker or four-wheel drive. It's following the Lamb wherever he leads you. A person asked me in the comments, or I think it was the last video, about, they said they lived in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and they were asking about the feast days. The feast days, my friend, and I'm only telling you this because we've read it so much. The feast days are appointed times where you come to the place that the Most High dwells. forever, to celebrate those days with him. And that's in Zion, Mount Zion. I'm parked right here in front of it. I wished I could show you. I woke up this morning to a fresh uh, skiff of snow on top of these mountains, on top of the Most High set apart mountain. And what a beautiful sight to behold. Let me tell you, there's nothing like it. I'm right here in the joy of all the earth in Yerushalayim, the real Yerushalayim, Mount Zion on the sides of the north. Come and get you some. And it's the only place where deliverance is going to be given. You know why? Because I use this analogy once in a while. It's like if you I'm an Oscar guy. I like Oscar fish, right? So if I went and made me a 200-gallon aquarium and went and I had and bought 10 Oscar fish, right? Because I love them. I want them as pets. And I want to feed them. I want them to be happy. I want them to thrive. And I want to enjoy them. I want them to enjoy me. I want them to be in a better place than where they were before I got them, right? Well, imagine if I buy 10 Oscars to do that with. And 3 of them are enjoying. They love me. And they come up, because Oscars, I don't know if you know about Oscars or not, but they're like puppy dogs. They like to be petted. They want you to stick your hand in there and pet them, which I don't know how good that is for the fish, but it never did bother any Oscars I've ever owned. And they like to be hand-fed sometimes. They get excited when they see you. They know who you are. They can look through the glass and they know who's who. And just imagine if I bought 10 Oscars and 3 of them, they come and they love me, but the other 7 stayed over in the corner and they were killing all the other fish, tearing the aquarium apart, just causing chaos in the aquarium. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to sacrifice the 3 fish who are wanting to live with you in a committed relationship for the 7 maniacs who don't want nothing to do with you? That's what this is about. The feast days, they've been a foreshadowing the whole time of things to come, but they are the days, just like the world gets together on the Baal holidays. The Most High wants you to come and enjoy his company, and he wants to enjoy yours. That's it. And doing that, that's following the Lamb. Remember, the Lamb represents Passover. That's what it represents. The blood on the doorpost that he told them to put on the doorpost, that represented what you're getting from me right now, what you've been getting on this channel, the door home. That's that door the Messiah told us about, that he opens and no one is able to shut. So if you live in Cheyenne, which is a great place, I'm pretty sure that's west of the Rio Grande, which is our eastern border. If you have to come to Mount Zion on the appointed times, the word tells us that on a Passover is when all them people creating chaos is going to be removed. They're going to kill themselves. And the people who come home to Zion are going to live because they wanted to enjoy Abba Yahuwah's company. So, but if you live in Cheyenne, man, maybe your house or your home will be spared. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that will be your lot back up there, if that's west of the Rio Grande. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. That's above my pay grade. But I will say this. Go back through at least 200 of my videos. Go back and watch all of them, because every one of them has things that you ain't never heard before, and they're vital and they're true. I may mess up once in a while. I may get on a rant and lose track of what I'm talking about. I'm human. So you can't expect to get top-notch video editing here on my channel, because I'm only one person. And I'm like an old cowboy. I don't even know how to do none of this stuff for real. So I'm giving you, but even through all the unpleasantries that you might hear in my videos, even though there is probably plenty of epicry in my videos, there's so much vital information in there. And the reason I'm telling you to go back and watch them is because there's no way I could tell you it all again. I mean, I want to, but it's so much. It's a maximum load. It's unbelievable, the stuff that the Most High has given to me and that I've shared with you guys here on this channel. And don't expect, like I've been saying, don't expect a bunch of people to come showing up and to do what you're doing. Don't expect people to come say, yeah, did you see what Dottie said? There ain't nobody going to do that. This is for the 144. How many people are in the world? 8 billion? This is for those people who want to commit to the Most High. And in those videos, I've given you so much proof of what time we're in, of what's happening, and you're going to get that right now. I'm going to read it some more to you right now. But before we do that, I want to talk about a couple things that's going on. First, the first headline I'd like to talk about is that pager issue that happened in Lebanon today. Isn't that an act of the T word? Isn't that a weapon of MASS destruction? It is, isn't it? For you Christians who still want to support that place, I've been saying this too, but I'm going to keep saying it. What's it going to take for you to condemn violence like that? We're not to oppress the stranger within our midst. We're not to oppress our neighbors and little children and widows, creating orphans, starving children, and maiming them. We're not to have anything to do with that. So what this is, and I'm going to read this to you right now. This is the day of judgment. Those people, these Christians, who I've been calling them out rightfully this whole time, I've been calling them the vampires that they are. They have a bloodlust. And those vampires, their vampire fangs are only growing in length as this stuff goes every day, as every day passes. They've made that oath to that place and the man of lawlessness, and they would rather incinerate all the neighbors, all the children, all the widows, and do all those things in order so they don't have to admit that they've been wrong. This is the day of judgment. This is how you're being judged. The migrant situation. Yes, I understand that it's systematic, that it's strategic, and it's in order to bring down society. I've been covering it, reporting it. The Title 42 stuff, Gate 42, all that stuff. You guys know. If you've been here, you know that I know that all that stuff, they've brought those people here in order to destroy society. But don't forget this too, that the Most High is in charge. He's doing it all, and he's doing it in order to judge you. We're supposed to love any people. We're supposed to pray for people. If they're refugees, asylum seekers who've come here seeking safety, and we don't know if they are or not, these people. We don't know what was told to them to get them to come here. But you see these Christians with their vampire fangs hanging out, they're wanting to kill all the Palestinians. They would just soon go through those towns in Ohio or wherever and wipe all those migrants out. They've lost their love. They've lost what they used to have that set them apart from the rest of the world. They're actually worse than the rest of the world. They're hypocrites because they're the ones who are supposed to be acting like the Messiah, washing people's feet and caring for one another, not destroying one another. So that's what you see right now. And those things, I'm only bringing up those things because that's what this beast has created. I'm not bringing it up because I want to talk about those issues, because it's neither here nor there for us who want to love the Most High and commit to Him. We're supposed to come home in this time. You know that when I mark something gray, it's because it has information pertaining to the image of the beast, but they should all be gray because this whole book, that's all it's about. I read some of this last video to you. Let me read what verse 25 of Ezekiel 21 says right here. And to you, O profane, wrong one, leader of Yasharal. They are the leader of Yasharal, because anyone here on the earth right now who thinks they're part of the 144 of Yasharal or whatever, the children of the Most High, that's their leader. Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump is their leader. So that's who this is talking about. And it's talking about the time that we're in. Watch. Whose day has come. Yes, it has. It's come. And shame on any Christians, anyone who supports what they did today with those pagers and what they've been doing there to them poor people. And I've got proof. The word tells us that the Most High led those Palestinians to that land for just such a day as this. He led them there, just like, go to Amos chapter 9, it'll tell you. He led them there just like he did Yasharal out of the land of Egypt to where I am right now. Go read it. So, and it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're Ukrainian, if they're Slavic, if they're Haitian, Ethiopian. It doesn't matter. They're people. They have the breath of the Most High breathed into their lungs just like you and I do. Their day has come. These people who are doing these things and these Christians who are cheerleading it. In the time of the crookedness of the end, they are doing it wrong. They think that's Mount Zion over there. They don't care about Shabbat. They don't care about being lovingly committed to the Most High. Thus said the Master Yahuwah, remove the turban and take off the crown. Who has the crown right now? Who has it? In the time of the end. This shall not remain. The crown. Exalt the humble and humble the exalted. Overthrown, I make it overthrown. It shall be no longer until he comes to whom it rightly belongs, and I shall give it. All these movies, like I've been saying, they're all saying the same thing. For those of you who haven't been around for a while, when I was showing you all the Loki stuff, if you watched the show Loki or heard about it, you know how it's at the end, they go to the Citadel at the end of time. It's called the Citadel, which is city, at the end of time. And there's a man there called He Who Remains. And those words are used all through the word. That's where they get all that stuff from. All these stories are telling you, because the Most High don't leave us hanging out here. Everywhere you look, you can see that what I've been saying is the truth. Everywhere you look. You can pick up a dictionary right now, and it won't take you long to figure out that I'm telling you the truth, and I've been telling you the truth. Pick up the Bible. Go read some of these plots to these movies. The Endgame, Thor, Loki, Seven Splinters in Time. I mean, I could go on and on. I've showed you guys and read so many plots of so many stories about all this stuff. Everything's guiding you back to your home. So those who have the crown are becoming overthrown in the time of the end. And he has come to who it rightly belongs. Now I want to take you, and I was just telling you, no. I was just telling you that you need to go back. For that person in Cheyenne that said they live in Cheyenne, thank you for commenting. Keep it coming. If I, sometimes when I type, I don't know why, it might sound like I'm being a jerk or something, but I am not trying to be. I want you to come. I love you. I encourage you to come interact with me and learn this with me. I just said, go back and watch the last 200 of my videos. I encourage you to do it. Not because of me, not because it's going to give me views. If one person does, that's 200 views. I don't care about none of that. I want you to go back and watch it because it's packed with vital information. Go back to the video, Tell a Berean. It's titled Tell a Berean. If you're a Berean, that's why it's titled that. I'm telling you. And you go tell another one to go watch that video. I don't speak one time in it. There's a beat of mine playing in it, and the song We Are Family in the beginning. Watch. If you don't want to listen to the beginning, the We Are Family thing that I put in the beginning of that, fast forward until you see the green screen that says 29th chapter of Acts. I show that for like 10 seconds and point a few things out with the hand emoji, and then I go to 2nd Esdras, and I took a lot of the most important things out of the whole book of 2nd Esdras, and I placed them in there. Pause and read each slide, and read this whole book. Actually, 2nd Esdras, it's going to explain everything to you. Enoch, there's a video I made back probably 9 months before that one, titled Blessed Are the Elect. It's 4 hours and 15 minutes long, but the reason it is because I read the whole entire book of Enoch to you in that video, and it tells you the same thing. It tells you that the land would be in confusion in the end, that the world would pledge their allegiance to the image of the beast that was created in the land, the coastlands, in the land of Palestine, in order to overthrow many. Go back and watch that. Go back before and watch one called Just a Little Taste. I mean, watch them all. Seriously. And it's all there. But look this is chapter 5 of 2nd Esdras. Look what it says. But about the signs, look, the days will come when those who live on earth will be seized with great terror. The way of truth will be hidden. What's Messiah's names? The way. the truth, the life, the word, the Lamb. Everyone who's been hoodwinked by the image of the beast, they're waiting for Caesar Borgia, for Jesus to come floating in on a cloud. No. The way of truth will be hidden, but in the end, the word returns home. The Lamb. That's what the Messiah meant when he says, just as lightning flashes in the east and shines to the west. You need to understand that all the word is a riddle, and it had to be written that way. That's how this hidden manna, these secrets were sealed. They were sealed. And they were, and the only way we could ever understand it is if we were in the time of the end, because there's the image of the beast now. There's all the man of lawlessness. There's all these things to help us help guide us through the word. Now we can understand what the word means. You can't take these things literal. When Messiah said, do you think that lightning only flashes in the east and it only shines to the west? I mean, come on. That right there lets you know that that's a riddle. He said that back then because he knew that someone today would figure it out. It's a riddle, I assure you. And there's all kinds of videos that I've made where I broke that down and did deep dives on that. And you're gonna wanna see it. Berean. The way of the truth shall be hidden. The way of the truth is that we came in and out 3 times a year. We had our inherited land. We had our strong city, the wife of our youth. That's Jerusalem is the wife of our youth. And how I figured all this out is I went to chapter 1 of Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Amos, Habakkuk, Nehemiah, all of them, Revelations, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all the books, 2nd Esdras, Enoch, all of it. I've read it over and over again. It's all there. That way it's been hidden, but now it's being revealed. The word has came back. It shined to the west. The way of truth will be hidden, and the land will be barren and devoid of faith. If you go to that video, Berean, in the beginning, or in that part where you see the green screen where it says Acts, the book of Acts, chapter 29, it says that that in the end we will return to the mountain that testifies of the faith and the long suffering of a servant of the Most High. Those who have faith in the Most High, they come to see him. They love him. The rest of the world, they don't care. They think they have faith. They have fangs, is what they have. Injustice will be multiplied beyond what you yourself see and beyond what you have heard of formerly. The land that you now see holding sway will have no one left to walk upon it, and people will see it desolate. He's talking about the land of Babylon, the land of Nimrod, the original land of Babylon, which reminds me, I've seen something really odd the last 2 days in my Google news feed. I've seen a bunch of articles where people are showing the ancient map of Babylon. Ain't that funny? If you go to that video, Just a Taste, and go to one called Babylon's Location Found, I prove to you that Babel, the land of Nimrod, where the Tower of Babel was, is in Montreal, Canada. 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 Yes, go look at it. For sure. That's what it's talking about. It's desolate now. There ain't nothing there but woods and meteorite craters right in that spot. That is an identical. It's identical to that map that these people are talking about today and yesterday. It's identical. It cannot be. You can't debunk it. That's where it was. And so much so, they even put it right on the map. Go to your Google Maps. Go find the Circle River. You'll see it. You can't miss it. You can see it zoomed way out. But just go watch that video about 200 videos back. It's called Babel's Location Found. The location of Babylon found. Something like that. And I got the map right on the thumbnail. It's called the Louis Babel Ecological Reserve. Promise you it does. So that's what he's talking about, because these guys were being held in that land. But if the Most High grants that you live, you will see it thrown into confusion. Into confusion, see? Everyone thinks that's Canada. They think it's the brave new world, that no one was here before but some savages in Buffalo. That's what they think. That we've been lied to. And I've shown so much how they lied. The Works Project, Balfour Declarations, the Sykes-Picot Agreement, Lawrence of Arabia, Josephus. I mean, I've broke it all down. All kinds of stuff. And there's more to learn. But, so you know, the Most High has been guiding me here my whole life. And I've got the receipts to prove it to you. I can prove that to you. That he brought me here for this special reason. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here to make a bunch of money. I'm not here to for the likes and the houses and the cars and the clothes and the Benjamins, baby. I'm here to do my job. And my job is to share this great news of the rain with you. The sun will suddenly start shining by night and the moon by day. Those are riddles. That's not literal. Blood will drip from wood and stones will speak out. That's not literal. That's what you're hearing right now. Peoples will be troubled and natural courses will be changed. See, our natural course was, and look, I mean, the evidence is everywhere. The evidence is in the Hopis, the Fremont Native Americans, the Anasazis that dwelt in the clefts of the rocks. These Fremonts and Hopis, they made pit houses. I've shown it all. The houses they lived in are just like the houses the Messiah lived in, that they had to lower the paraplegic down through the roof. That he told them to come off of the roof. That's the pit houses. Go look at it. I got the proof. Go back through my videos. A person no one on earth expected will come to power. That's what the story of Loki's all about. I'm not going to get into the connection that me and Tom Hiddleston has, the guy that played that. It's in some of those videos, you'll see. But that's what that's about. That's why that movie, that show Loki is made. That's why these end games, this Avengers, all that stuff is made. And so much more. So much more. No one's going to expect what's going on here. In reality, no one's going to expect it, but it's happening. And birds will migrate together. The Sea of Sodom will cast up its fish. I Pet Goat 2, that's what it shows. I Pet Goat 2 is exactly what I'm talking about. It's what you have to do. You have to go, you need to go watch that movie, pay attention to what it's showing you, and do what it tells you. Do what it tells you to do. It will utter sounds in a voice that many don't know, but all will hear its voice. And I'm right down here, it says, reason will be hidden and intelligence will go into hiding. If you have a lick of intelligence, you must come home. That's what that's talking about. One country will ask its neighbor, has justice passed through you doing what is right? And the answer will be no. No. That's a wink, wink. That's a riddle. Justice passed through you. No one's coming in and coming out. No one cares. But I do. If you want to live, you're going to need to. You're going to need to withdraw into your chamber. Go read, like I said, all the prophets, Revelations, Proverbs, Psalms. It's all there. But go back and watch my videos. Just, bite your teeth and muscle your way through my epicry and my rants and the things that I do wrong. Okay, do it. I'm telling you right now, you need to. Not for me, for you. Because I can't bring it all back to you right now. I can't show it all to you. But I've read all this, all them books I've just told you. I've read them all right here on this channel. We've broken it down. I point it out to you so you can see it with your own eyes, so you know that I'm telling you the truth. And there's only one thing, after you do that, there's only going to be one thing that you have to do to live. Follow the Lamb wherever he leads you. End up at the throne, blameless before the Most High. Don't be overthrown by the beast.